Welcome back everyone to part 2 of our Hebridean bikepacking journey. In part 1 we landed on the Isle of Outer and began our ride north, crossing the first of 2 ferries on the Hebridean Way. We ended the day pitching our tent just before the Causeway that leads off the island of Eriskay. After a night lulled to sleep by the rhythmic lapping of the sea and the somewhat less serene calls of oyster catchers, we're back in the saddle, ready to turn our wheels north once more and leave Eriskay behind. These islands are tied together by sea, history and the narrow causeways that stitch them across the water. We're about to cross the first causeway of the day and ride from Eriskay to Grimsay through a landscape shaped by salt, sculpted by the wind and weathered by time. Let's go!
Morning of day 3, right onto the causeway, leaving Eriskay behind, onto South Uist. Here we go. It says East Kilbride, we're now on South Uist.
That was excellent, wasn't it? The road just does a little bit of a detour, so it kicks to the left and does a circuit around the main road, which is the B888. But it is beautiful. It's full of sparkling lochans and old buildings. Big shout out to the Borrowdale Hotel, since they just let me use the loo. Didn't have to buy a coffee or anything, but better than that, the toilet seats are sparkly and the sinks are a gold leaf, and there's shampoo and conditioner and hairspray and very friendly service too. And that was just a loo break.
You know you're getting older when a hotel's complimentary toiletries make you feel like royalty.
Here we are at the Kildonan Museum, and I can hear the inevitable Ceilidh music playing in the background. Look at that blue sky. Well, hey, we've changed clothes already. How many marks out of 10 today, Dave? Yesterday got 9.5 in the end.
Oh yeah, I'm going to reserve it.
Okay. Well, it's definitely a cafe with a view.
People are smiling and the music is on fire.
After a cosy cafe break and one too many reels of Ceilidh music, we were sufficiently caffeinated to hit the road again.
I wanna tell you that I feel alright. Yeah, I feel fine.
With the Ceilidh tunes still ringing in our ears, we rode northward, only to be distracted by a group of Highland cows casually claiming the road.
Oh no! Bloody cow in the road!
I blamed them for missing our next turn, or maybe it was the lingering echo of that relentless Ceilidh compilation. Either way, we realised a few miles later and doubled back towards the museum, eyes peeled for that elusive left turn. It was worth it though, the lunch break more than made up for the detour.
Take 2. First missed this turn after being distracted by the cattle. We're now out on the road which runs through the Machair, and we're looking for somewhere for our lunch.
The Machair is a unique and beautiful type of coastland grassland. A mosaic of wildflowers, grasses and sandy soils, the Machair is formed by wind-blown shell sand, washing ashore and mixing with peat and organic matter, creating an unusually fertile environment. In the spring and summer it's carpeted with vivid wildflowers, including orchids, buttercups, clovers and more.
Nice spot for lunch. There's one over there, giving himself a preen.
I'm moving on to a higher destination. Hey, I'm moving on
Oh, the smell of the sea. It's the other side of there. Gorgeous along here.
We'd pinned our hopes on a supermarket before crossing from South Uist to Benbecula, but true to island timing, it was shut. Thankfully, a few miles on, just before the Causeway to our next island, we spotted a co-op, much to our relief.
Everything's gonna be alright. I feel good. I feel fine.
Thank heavens for the co-op.
The Causeway, leaving South Uist. In dark ahead, quite foreboding at the moment. Might even be raining up there. And here's another causeway, heading to Benbecula next. We're entering Benbecula.
One day, I might even be able to pronounce some of these place names without offending an entire island.
Look at this. There's Benbecula Airport. Over to our left, there's the runway lit up. We can fly in, see if we can locate our friend's daughter's house now.
No sign of our friend's daughter, but we did stumble upon not one but two distilleries.
Benbecula Distillery.
Benbecula Distillery and North Uist Distillery are separate operations. The former sits at Bailnachalik, while the latter is a little further north at Grimsay. We stopped at North Uist to top up our water supplies, resisting the urge to do the same with gin,
Yeah, I'm feeling tipsy.
and carried on north to find our next pitch.
I'm on the move.
Leaving Benbecula,
We're getting frisky.
across the causeway.
We're in the groove.
Brooding clouds ahead, but surprisingly it's warm again.
We've got as far as, well, we're just about at Grimsay, aren't we? Just on the causeway. I'll have my tin of sardines and some tabbouleh. There's Dave cooking his tea. Mine doesn't need cooking.
Pitch for the night. It's the causeway we just came over earlier on. You just see that you make out the sun's just starting to set. The moon's up. Calm evening. I'm sure the Hebrides aren't always like this. And just behind our tent is one tradition still practiced up here of cutting peat for fuel. It's laid there drying out. Quite interesting stuff. It's pretty dry by now.
And so we'll pause here, with the sun slipping low over the sands. Tomorrow takes us across to the small island of Grimsay, taking a short detour to admire its beautiful shoreline, not to mention a cracking shellfish shop, before the road leads us to the golden beaches of Harris. We hope you'll join us for the next stretch, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Until then, cheerio!